Yes, Mzansi, as promised, finally the moment is here. Let me welcome you officially to the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting! And of course, we are stepping it up because the festive season is here. It's time to get back in the kitchen, but gone are the days of spending hours cooking. We're keeping things simple, flavorful, and bold. This morning, we're joined by the incredible private chef, Neill. Yes, please, Mzansi. The man is here to inspire us for Christmas. We've got a Christmas table coming through with a seafood twist. So I hope you're ready for everything coming your way this morning. We're talking prawn cocktails, followed by a roasted salmon tart, and then lastly, a delicious baby squid, ham, and pineapple dish. So as always, any culinary questions come through because this man's not going to be here forever. We've got to make the most of him. Neill, how you doing, man?
Good,
Welcome back to
Thanks,
South Africa. How you been?
Yes, very well, very well. Glad to be back.
Oh, we're always glad to have you here, man. We celebrate all the foods that you bring through and the flavors, so bring this on because South Africans love seafood. We're making a prawn cocktail, but I know you do something a little bit different.
We're gonna mix a prawn cocktail, an avocado ritz, and a grilled cheese sandwich together.
Yo,
so this is maybe like a like a brunchy vibe on your Christmas day. It's like a little mimosa style, little brunch, little situation.
Perfect. And I think no one wakes up early during the festive anyway.
No one does.
This is kind of like breakfast, actually.
Yes, it's kind of like breakfast, yeah. So we're going to do a triple-decker sandwich as well.
Ooh.
So first we need to build the middle layer. So we're going to just pop a piece of sourdough onto our griddle there. Boom. That goes in.
Done. Okay.
Okay, then we're going to... So our prawn mix, obviously you can use any prawns you like. We just got those beautiful cooked peeled prawns.
Okay, so that's
all
nice
good
and easy
to
to
go.
work with.
Yeah,
cool.
that's easy to work with. Some hot sauce, any hot sauce of your choice. You can... Go as hot or as cold as you like. Yeah. A little bit of mayonnaise, of course. A little bit of mayonnaise is always a vibe.
So this is giving me feels of, I won't disrespect what you're creating here, but I know it has like a tartar type of a sauce, like a seafood kind of vibe.
For sure, yeah.
It's giving the tartar feels?
It's giving all those feels, yeah.
Lekker.
All those vibes. Into that, we're going to go a little shredded lettuce. And obviously, with the prawn cocktail, you'd serve it in the actual lettuce cup and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
But, you know, we're just sort of playing around with it, having a little bit of fun with it.
Of course, you're not going to keep it that basic.
Which is what Christmas morning would have all been about anyway.
Neill, would you have like a favorite sort of a Christmas tradition or a meal that you look forward to?
Let me think.
We were
always super traditional, even though I grew up in Zimbabwe. We, even when it was like, 40-degree heat on Christmas Day, we'd be in the pool, etc., etc. My parents were still full turkey, gammon, potatoes.
Oh, nice. Okay, you had the full
so down
spread.
that sort of vibe, yeah. I think that the best part about Christmas is probably the Boxing Day leftovers.
Oh, man.
You can really sort of go into that situation with them.
Absolutely, and the flavors obviously like just amalgamate and amplify the next day, so it just tastes that much better.
I really like the next day sort of leftover situation.
Yeah.
Sort of coming up with, putting, turkey into a pie or, going down that sort of road.
Oh, man, I can only also imagine the creations that you would make from some of those leftovers. Thinking that Christmas was the crescendo and then the next day, Neill Anthony comes through and just brings through international worldly flavors, bro.
There you go.
Loving this. So, talk me through your steps. This is still quite basic. We just chopped up some tomato.
Basic, just some nice fresh tomato, room temperature. We can always hope this is a private school avocado. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Great.
Only work with the best when you come through, bro.
So...
Another thing that I'm wanting to know about is what are you doing in South Africa, man? Because obviously you travel the world constantly.
I do travel the world,
You never know where. No one actually knows where you live.
Not even I know where I live.
Do you know?
I don't know where I live. I don't pay rent anyway.
What is like when people send mails to you? Do they just type in like Neill Anthony to the world?
Yeah. Where are you in the world right now is a question I get a lot.
Okay. So what's the reason for visiting us once again?
So I'm just in South Africa shooting as much online cooking content as I can.
Nice.
So shooting a load of really good content.
And we can look forward to that, obviously?
You can look forward to that, yeah. You can also just sort of social media content at the moment. It's really, really fun, really exciting.
Is it obviously South African inspired?
South African inspired, yeah. Sort of really South African inspired.
Nice.
So yeah, just playing as much golf as I can and doing as much cooking as I can, spending as much time with amazing people. And yeah, that's about it really. I'm back. I leave again on Tuesday, so it's probably my last little stint for a while.
Oh, so, I'm glad you saved the best for last, coming on the Feel Good Breakfast show. So we absolutely appreciate that, I gotta say. And I really think that with the festive coming through right now, this is perfect. We've been diving into a lot of like our meats, our games, and things like that. We haven't touched on seafood that much, so
you gotta keep it light, keep it fresh.
And absolutely loving what's going on here. So this cocktail's not going in a glass.
No, it's not going in a glass. It's
the
going
glass has
in
been replaced
a
by a sandwich.
Yeah. Which is never a bad thing, you know what I mean?
Oh gosh, is that the middle layer?
So that's the middle layer.
Just when you think it's done.
Yeah, and then we're
Gets
just
better.
going to hit it with a bit more of that.
And are you intentionally keeping the outside nice and soft, but the inside
yeah.
layer, you got a little bit of a crisp on that? What are we
Yeah.
chasing textures here?
Always chasing textures, mate.
Man,
Always
look at this
chasing
thing
textures.
going on here. Wow, so we had, obviously starting with our first layer, right? And
Yeah.
then we're going into the prawn cocktail creation.
Yeah, and
then
then
a
we
layer
got
of
the
cheese.
avocado Ritz situation going
Yeah,
on.
we got that middle layer, the avocado Ritz, another nice round of
Yeah.
cheese, but this is a cheddar and a Gouda.
Yeah, cheddar and a mozzarella mix. So we're getting a nice
mozzarella.
little stretch on that.
Tomato coming through.
Yeah, and then
Yes,
we're going to go
please.
down with that.
Bro, I want to ask, once this thing's done,
How are you going to fit it in your mouth?
yes!
You'll be okay.
Oh
So
my
down
goodness.
onto a hot griddle.
And the sizzle, of course, coming
Yeah, no,
through.
don't worry if some of it spills off. You're absolutely fine on that.
Kind of actually
No
want that.
stress. So you do want that. Yeah, you do want that.
So we've done the liberty of taking this beautiful creation of Neill Anthony and putting it on our website. So you can head over to expresso.com if you want to have some seafood inspiration. If you want a triple-decker stacker, we're talking cocktail like no other, but this is just proper festive feels.
Exactly.
And absolutely loving the fact that Neill Anthony's here. And again, a reminder, get some questions coming through, man. This guy's a plethora and wealth of knowledge, international knowledge at that. And we don't get to see a lot of him. And when we do, we absolutely love it. So bring those questions through. You know what to do. And we'll carry on with this. But this is how you put together classy, delicious seafood prawn cocktails. But without the cocktail glass, we put this one in a triple-decker. Booyah.
What are you cooking for Christmas?
Oh, that's a good question. So, bro,
Yeah.
I'm actually tasked with doing breakfast. And
Breakfast?
I
Oh,
am
love
very,
it.
very intimidated and overwhelmed. So we should probably be chat, and I'm going to probably get some ideas from you, hopefully.
Yeah.
This might just be something I add to the menu, because no one's going to
repertoire.
say no to this.
No.
What are you thinking? How's it looking?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Woo! Mzansi, that's how we do it. We'll touch base on this in just a bit, but as you can see, perfection is happening right now. Expresso.com. What are you waiting for? Nothing. Stick around. More of this in just a bit. Oh, it's smelling good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, earlier, private chef Neill Anthony treated us to a delightful appetizer, and I keep looking at it over there. It is a prawn cocktail recipe, perfect for kicking off any sort of seafood feast and this festive season. It's the great way to get a starter when it comes to your Christmas meal. And now it's time for the main course, and we're going to whip up a roasted salmon tart, or a roast salmon tart. Now, listen, if you have any questions for Chef Neill, please join us in conversation. You can send a voice note to our WhatsApp line on 0634088863. Chef, so many exciting but intimidating things.
Flavors. Intimidating? Why would it be intimidating?
Well, fish is intimidating in and of itself, and then salmon, even more so.
Actually, extremely simple.
What? Cooking salmon
Cooking
or this
salmon.
recipe?
Well, all the recipes are very, very simple, but this is it's super simple. I mean, you just gotta, if you follow a few how do you say, guidelines, so it's a lot easier.
So there are guidelines when it comes to cooking fish, right?
Definitely, yeah. Always make
Okay.
sure your fish is extremely dry. That's one of the most important things.
Oh, do you mean like literally?
Yeah, like literally always when you take fish out of a packet or out of a box or anything like that, if it is frozen, then just like defrost it really slowly.
Yeah.
And then just like pat it really dry with loads of paper towel or kitchen towel or anything like that.
Okay, dry
So there we go.
fish.
Dry your fish, yeah, that's very important.
And then what else?
Always a nice, non-stick or a really nice stainless steel pan.
Okay.
That's what you want to do. You want to get
And
it
you
nice
want it
and
to be
warm.
hot?
You want it to be warm. We
Okay.
don't want it to be super, super hot.
And then we season our fish as
Season
well
your fish. Yeah, always
beforehand.
season your fish beforehand.
Okay. I love this.
So
I'm
in a
taking
nice,
tips. I have been so intimidated by fish. I've not
Really?
made it.
Oh, no, it's beautiful.
Do you know what I have made? Those ones you put in the air fryer. I've
Well,
done
I mean,
that.
that's fine.
Those coated ones.
That's not a problem. So
and
we
then
just
skin side
yeah,
down.
skin side down. Just let it do its thing. Don't go throwing the pan around,
Yeah,
etc.,
yeah.
etc. Just let it do its thing and let it chill.
Love her, leave her alone.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what we've got here is the sort of base of our tart. Now, classically at Christmas, you have the salmon en croûte, which would be the whole salmon wrapped in the pastry, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. That's intimidating, even for me. So this is a super simple version, and we just have a piece of puff pastry. Just buy the pastry as well, no problem. Blind bake it in your oven, so just what we
Remind us
do.
what blind baking is again.
So what we do here is we, when you have an oven rack, you sort of put the oven rack on top there, and then we're cooking it fully basically. So that goes in there. What you need to do there is we'll just pop a little bit of oil on there.
Lovely.
Just mix that around with a spoon, will you?
Of course
Boom,
I
boom,
will.
boom. And we chuck a bit of
And we
salt on there as
seasoning it
well.
too.
And that's pretty much it really. You can pop that in the oven for us.
Oh.
And
I will do that
voila,
for you.
here's one we had earlier.
Ta-da!
Voila.
How long does that go in the oven for?
You're looking at about sort of, I'd say a good half an hour. Yeah, a good half an hour. Yeah, you want
Wait,
it
I
really
was
well
not
cooked.
expecting
Yeah.
that.
No, you want it well cooked. I mean, half an hour is like 180.
So I did not realize that this is...
No one wants soggy pastry.
No one wants
That's what you don't
a
want.
soggy bottom.
Exactly.
So we're cooking the fish and cooking the pastry and then putting it together.
Yeah, then putting it together.
Very interesting.
Exactly.
Okay. And this is what?
This is fennel. So fennel and salmon,
Fennel.
of course. Fennel and fish, great friends.
Okay.
It's like a licoricey flavor is the best way to describe it.
Okay. I've never cooked with this before.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, don't be intimidated by something like this. It's always better when you
He
can
says,
slice
he
it.
flexes his knife
When you can
skills.
slice it really fine. If you smell it there, you're going to get some real sort of licoricey notes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I do smell
Real
the
sort of
licorice.
aniseed, yeah. So it's real sort of aniseedy vibes.
I like that.
Yeah,
Can
I mean,
taste
very,
it?
very
Can
well
you-
with
Can you
the-
taste it raw?
That's definitely raw. We're going to eat it raw.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you want to slice it as fine as possible.
It is very licorice.
Yeah, super licoricey, yeah. It's like a vegetable licorice all sort.
Yeah, but the texture's kind of like cabbage.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean it's a bulb obviously. So, and I mean, then you get dill is the tops of fennel.
I did
So there
not
you go.
know this.
Yeah, fennel tops. Yeah.
I have used dill. I
There you
enjoy
go.
dill.
So dill and salmon obviously great friends.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
a tzatziki, I've done that before.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So again, we just go in with a little bit of salt there into that
Lovely.
bowl.
Bring it closer.
Yeah.
And then this is
And
going to be the salad to go
That's going to
on
be the
top.
salad to go on top.
Okay.
So we're just going to do that as
Some
well. So
nice
as the sort of
lemon.
lemon hits it, as the lemon hits the salmon, we get, you can mix that together for me.
We'll do that.
There you go. So as the lemon hits that, hits the salmon, as the lemon hits the fennel, starts to break it down and starts to cook it.
Oh, like a
Salmon's
ceviche.
getting there. Like a ceviche, yeah, exactly like a ceviche.
Amazing.
then
See,
we're
I'm
gonna-
learning. I'm learning in the
beautiful.
kitchen.
Then we're going to just run some chives through it as well.
Okay. I'm excited about that part because that's going to add more flavor.
That's going to, I mean, yeah, so we're making like a sort of, really sort of amped up, pimped up coleslaw.
Yes, yeah. I would say a
An
festive
adult
coleslaw.
coleslaw. There we go. So bang, 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 that goes in.
I love the colors, the vibrancy.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
And then pop that in as well.
The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing, why not?
And this is cream cheese,
That's
right?
cream cheese, yeah. I mean, you could use a creme fraiche if you wanted to. So we're gonna go with the cream cheese. Mixy, mixy. Yeah, you want to get it in there. Don't be shy.
I'm trying. I'm trying, chef. You're trying to take me out.
Come on. Faster.
Yes, chef.
Hey! There we go. Mix it. Yeah, keep mixing there. You keep mixing there.
I'm trying.
See, we've turned the.
This is very hard to mix. It's quite solid.
No, it's fine. It'll start to soften in a minute.
Yeah,
Give it a
okay.
second. So obviously we've got the salmon. We don't want to overcook the salmon.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So yeah, just getting in. So the salt helps dry the skin out. So that's how it goes nice and crispy.
Okay, so how do
And
you know when
then-
it's overcooked?
It starts to go almost sort of powdery, I always find, yeah. So you'll see it starts to get this sort of white,
Yeah.
sort of albumin starts to come out of it.
And can you have fish like medium,
Oh, no, you can eat
rare?
this raw, no problem. We're never going to overcook it. So you see it's nice and, there
Yeah,
you
that
go.
looks really
Beautiful.
good.
It's getting there. You're close. You're hired.
Thank you. I was waiting for those two words. Not you're fired, but
There
you
you
are
go, you're
hired.
hired.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I mean, this is good on anything. I mean, that's good on a
Beautiful.
a
Okay.
flip-flop.
So quickly, chef, what do we do with the fish and talk us through the rest of the steps?
So now we just sort of build it, really. I mean, you can
Okay.
bring that puff pastry closer.
Okay.
You can pop it down there. So the fish is pretty much done.
Yeah.
We turn that off.
A squeeze of lemon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the drama for me. Beautiful.
So we
Or
get
you can
that.
find this recipe on expressoshow.com. Please add it to your Christmas meal. It is so
Exactly.
easy to put together. I always say if I can do it, you can 100% do it.
So we really just want to organically place
Oh.
that on there.
Beautiful.
Go down that sort of road. And then,
we flake the salmon on top.
so we do, yeah. Well, the nice thing to do is to, because we don't want the skin to go soggy, is what you can do is pull the skin off. And like sort of chips as well.
That's beautiful.
And that goes on there.
I feel like you'll impress so many guests when you whip this out on the 25th of December, even a Christmas Eve dinner. We're going to put this all together, come back with a final dish that I have created with the help of the good chef over here, and then we'll see you straight after this. Don't go anywhere. You want to see the end result, okay?
Only you can make my day.
Well, that's with great pride and a certain amount of privilege that I get to finish off today's seafood menu, or at least stand ably by as we are serving up a baby squid with ham and pineapple, a unique and flavorful combination you won't want to miss. Neill, Anthony just gave it a little whoof.
Oof, in the mix, baby.
Hey?
In the mix. No, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
There's a lot going on here, buddy.
There's a lot going
Dive
on.
right in.
Yeah,
Let's wrap up our seafood menu.
It's gonna happen in 2 pans.
Okay.
So it's gonna happen really quickly as well, because it's baby
Good.
squid. You really want to cook it hard and fast, otherwise it goes otherwise you will.
You're gonna get
you really want
rubbery,
that
yeah.
nice sort of really nice sort of soft.
And
soft,
is it that
unctuous, giving
difficult?
baby
Because
squid.
a lot of people are so scared to, well, the seafood in general, I
Yeah, I
think it's
mean,
quite
the thing is-
intimidating, but squid in particular, man.
Yeah, the thing is, so it needs to be, it's with squid you've either got to cook it for 3 hours or 30 seconds.
Okay, I
That's the
dig
thing.
you.
So
I
you really
get it,
got to get a nice screeching hot pan going. So there we go. And of course, like we mentioned earlier in the episode, just make sure it's nice and dry. If it's wet, you're going to start having it sort of boil. You
We're
know
not
what I mean?
steaming or boiling
not
our,
boiling it,
our
no.
squid. We are frying it up. I suppose maybe for me, you cook with the fat, so that's where my mentality is. And this, you don't know where the fat is. Are there even
Yeah.
fats?
No,
Yeah,
a
what
little
is
bit,
it?
yeah. a little tiny bit. In this pan here, we just got some breadcrumbs and some butter.
Okay.
That's a nice little, almost like it's called like a Persillade.
Persillade.
Persillade,
Okay.
so that's fine. So that's going to be a nice little sort of crunchy topping for that.
Oh, I love that. So it's a coating without the
Yeah,
coating and all the
exactly,
oil.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's called poor man's parmesan.
Okay.
You pop it onto pasta, put a bit of garlic through there. Poor
At
man's
this time of the
parmesan,
year,
yeah.
I like the sound
There
of
you
that.
go.
We're going to be doing that tonight. Very
So again,
cool.
don't go sort of throwing it around too much. Just let it sort of do its thing. And then we've got a little bit of fresh chili here as well.
What?
Goes in there.
With combining flavors like that, I mean, ham,
Well, ham and pineapple obviously a great combo.
They
you know what I
lovely,
mean?
yeah.
I mean, baby squid is really just a nice little sort of addition to the whole situation.
Oh, and I see what you mean
Nice
there.
bit of colour, and
nice
then
little
what you
char. Beautiful. Bit
Straight
of
out of the
colour.
paper towel, same pan. We're not going to mess around with. We don't Christmas. No too much washing up.
100%, man.
Pineapple, just fresh pineapple. You can use a tin pineapple if you want. So that goes straight in.
And I like this for like a South African take on a festive treat because it's not snowing outside.
Definitely not.
We don't want to spend 5 hours, with
Big
the
time.
turkey, or 10 hours. I don't know how much a
Yeah.
turkey takes, but you're going to be heading to the US. So do you go full US value when you're there?
I go full British when I'm there. Still.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go full. We actually start with a full English,
Nice.
and then move into the turkey, the gammon, the etc. etc.
And then
yeah.
there will always be leftovers for Boxing Day.
Always
because
leftover. I mean, the box of
scale.
leftovers are almost the best part.
Yeah,
like we said before.
completely.
Boom, boom, boom. So a little bit of ham goes in. Now again, this could be your leftover gammon from the night before. There'll be a big debate whether that goes on pizza or not, but I mean, that's up to everyone else to decide.
They'll come to you, man. And then you're going to have to leave the
Exactly.
country, you know?
I know. So we've got the
Again.
breadcrumbs there. Parsley goes in there.
This breadcrumb effort is brilliant.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
beautiful.
this for elevating
Oh,
dishes
no, it's
without
amazing.
kind of making it too much, too
Yeah.
rich.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely
So we got,
beautiful.
now also we've got just a little sort of bulking item, a few cannellini beans. Always nice to pop in.
It's a variation on the texture as well.
Big time, yeah.
There is a lot going on in
There's a lot
this
going on.
meal.
It's a beautiful thing.
Did you discover this by mistake?
I did it recently with mushrooms, and I thought it worked really well. So I just thought to myself, why not throw some festive cheer onto that bad boy?
I love it. This is the most South African way of approaching the way we dine.
Yeah.
Combine a lot of flavors, let the fusion reign, man. And I don't know if
Exactly.
that's still an it term to be used, but we've got an advantage being exposed to so much here. Just have fun with that.
Exactly. I mean, fusion is always going to be a bit of a swear word, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
But,
you
as
want
it
to
goes along.
retain the purity and the
Yeah.
tradition. But I mean, South Africa, we got 12 official languages.
There we go.
Push the boat out, baby.
So the creme fraiche just helps sort of soften the whole situation. Works really well with the ham and the pineapple and all that sort of vibes.
You
Obviously
could
fresh lemon.
even, dare I say, put that on a pizza.
Could put that on a pizza. What's your view on that? I'm a fan.
Oh, no, I love it. I'm an
Yeah.
absolute fan. I won't do banana on a pizza.
Oh, no.
Nothing wrong with bananas, but just there's a time and a place.
So then we go squid back in,
Beautiful.
and then it's really just a matter of flicking that through.
And there's quite a lot of food theatre involved in this
Oh,
one.
big
If, you've,
time, yeah.
if you've got a nice open kitchen and you've
Ah,
got
it's
everyone
beautiful.
around your eating block,
Yeah.
you can literally regale while you are
Then
cooking.
you sort of pop that down,
That looks beautiful, brother.
and then you do that.
Ah, can you hear?
You can hear it sort of sizzle, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Then you're getting the crunch without the overload of a coating of crumb on everything.
There you go.
That is
Bang.
exquisite, my friend. And so many little kitchen hacks and tips to help us cook and prepare for festive. Keep it quick. I love that. Honor the ingredients
There you go.
because we are exposed to so much. We get so many amazing kind of plugins here. Absolutely beautiful. Can I have a little taste?
Please do.
Can I ask you to grab me a fork from that side, my brother? That looks exquisite.
Oh,
Well,
you
this
dropped
is
that one, that's
this
fine.
is how you break your fast. I've actually got it. It's in my contract that if I'm going to break a fast, I've
There
got
you
to have
go.
an international private chef flown in to do it for me.
Still really soft, got a little sort of char on it. A little sort of mixture of the sharp and the sweet and the salty. And the little crunch on top.
Yes, you nailed that, baby squid. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Fast and
Rock and roll
hard.
Christmas, baby.
That is a rock and roll Christmas. I think Elvis would order this for breakfast on
peanut butter
Christmas
sandwich.
morning. I love it. If you're looking for something different, something amazing, that's going to be a journey for your taste buds. This is it. Find it, expressoshow.com. Find him
and
if
roll.
you can afford him, you know, in your house.
You can find me.
We
That's the
love you,
thing.
guys. That was the
Thanks,
last
mate.
Culinary Hotline, bling! Love you guys. I'm going in for more.
Oh.